it is the woman's choice to do that, but it used to be legal to own black people, to have them as slaves, to rape them, to murder them. The Supreme Court says they're not human. Same thing with the baby inside the belly. They say, well, it's not human until it's born. But it is human. I mean, you don't carry something that's not human within your womb.
But I feel like the woman has it's invading a woman's body, basically. So if it's without her permission as well, I wouldn't want it inside me. So that's just my opinion.
Right.
But again, it's kind of the woman's choice. And again, to do this in front of high school, personally, I don't really think we don't want to see this. It kind of scares us. And I know that's what you're trying to aim, like maybe trying to aim here, but again,
and it's just kind of like disrespectful, especially because like when people are dropping off their kids, they have like little kids that are seeing this.
Yeah, but can you imagine like 70,000 in Texas and nobody? Who's the voice for these kids?
And
who's speaking out for them?
Other kids that aren't getting an education, that aren't, I don't know, don't even have a home or food. Why don't we deal with them first before the unborn children?
Well, in Texas, there's 13,000 kids in foster care waiting for parents to adopt them. So, and there's 30,000 churches in Texas. There's over 70,000 pastors in Texas. And these kids, the gays and lesbians, are adopting them. The Christians aren't adopting them because they want babies. They don't want like 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds, stuff like that. But I agree with you. We should deal with these kids. And I personally, my wife and I adopted 6 kids through the foster care. They were foster kids when we adopted them. So all kids are valuable. No kids, in spite of how old they are, should be murdered. And the body inside your body, it is not your body. It's that child's body. It has a different DNA than you. It's actually an individual. Like in this right here, you know, one of these babies were conceived in rape, and one of them was conceived in a loving home. And you can't tell the difference. They're both children. You know, they both deserve life. Every child is created in the image of God. You know, you don't believe in God?
No, I mean, I'm not like atheist, but I'm
right. Yeah. Well, an atheist says there's no God. An agnostic says I don't know. Okay. So, but I believe that you have value, not because of how old you are, or not because how much money you have, or not because you have food, but because God created you. Like, you are important. Like, you have value. Like, you used to look just like this, and somebody got to decide whether or not you lived or not. They had a choice to kill you or not. And your value isn't decided based on if your mother decides she wants you. Like, you are important. Like, you will have an effect on many people's lives, so will you. You know, you guys have huge amount of value, right? Just like, hopefully, I have value. Somebody shouldn't just kill me. Even though they may not agree with me, they shouldn't kill me, right? Like, I'm raising these 6 foster kids. You know, they have my name. I love them. You know, I have value to these people. So, but it's not based on, you know, whether I have food or how old I am. Like, I'm not an ageist. I don't say, well, after they're 3 months in the womb, they have value, but 2 months they have no value. That's an ageist viewpoint, you know.
I see where you're coming from, like with the value. Like, we all have value. Like, even sorry, let me move my voice. Even people in the womb, yes, they do have value. But if I was 16, let's say I was 16, and
my mom had me at 16.
Yeah, and I was pregnant. You know, I could still get an abortion, but I had very little money. I was from a back home. I could not support my child. And like, yes, putting out for adoption would be good. It would be the wise choice. But what if I didn't want my kid to go through that? Like, what if they didn't get adopted?
Okay, well, I know people that have been given up by their mothers, and they get so upset when they hear people speak for them like you that say it would be better for them to be dead than for them to go through foster care.
It would be better for them to be dead. I'm just saying you should consider all your options.
Right, but that's what that person would say. Like, people, quit saying it's better for me to be dead. Like, I love my life. Is it perfect? Do I wish I had loving parents? You know, like, I have loving foster parents now. And she's a sweet high school girl. She came up and was like, you know, I'm in the foster care system, and my mom gave me up. You know, and I'm so glad. And I'm like, well, how do you feel about people that say, well, it's better to abort your kid than go in the foster care system? And she's like, I hate those people. Like, how dare they say I would better be dead? You know, so it's like, it's your viewpoint, right? Because you think it's so like heart-wrenching and it would hurt you so much to put your kid in foster care.
I'm not saying that.
But it would, right? Like, because women want to have kids. Like, it's a natural thing. Like, I want to be a dad. Like, I want to, like, play baseball with my son, you know? Like, I want to talk to my daughter.
Not everybody wants that.
Yeah, most everybody does. People that don't, yeah, but normally what people that don't, it will happen, right? I mean, little girls think about their wedding day, they think about the names of their kids. When that doesn't happen, usually it kicks in later, you know, like they're 23 or 24 or 30 years old, and they're like, man, I really wish I had a family. I want to have a family. So, I mean, it's a natural thing that people, you know, want to do. So, most all the time. I mean, it's like the normal thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's not.
But if they don't, I mean, I think it's their choice to decide.
Right. But if your mom said she didn't want to have you, all right, then she could kill you, right?
Well, if I was dead, it wouldn't have affected me.
It affects you greatly. You're no longer alive.
I mean, if I wasn't alive, then...
But, all right, let's say you were 1 year old and she decided, you know what, I don't have the money, things suck, my husband left me, you know, it's better for me to kill my child.
Well, nobody kills their child at 1 year old.
That's not true. People do it all the time. It happens a lot. In England, they're saying that, you know, abortion should be legal up to 1 year old. That's their argument. Because, you know what, it makes more sense because you're not sure if you really want to have the baby or not. She's flipping you guys off.
Abortion.
She's flipping you guys off. So he's for abortion. He's, you know, for it. Like, why would anybody be for killing a baby? So, but anyway, what they're saying is it makes more sense to give the mom up to 1 year because you can't really tell if it has HAD or you can't really tell if it's, you know, retarded if you didn't do the test. But you do the test, now you can find out it has Down syndrome, or you didn't do the test, you find out it has Down syndrome, your baby comes out and goes, oh, it has Down syndrome, so you should be able to kill it then. But there's nothing magical about birth that means that thing, that baby, has more value than the day prior. The birth process isn't like a magical birth canal. It's not magical. It's the same person, same human, 3 days before and 3 days after. So the thing is this, are we so selfish? A stronger people group can oppose their will on a weaker people group. The weaker people group don't have a voice, don't have a say, don't have a vote. So it's kind of like if a guy was out here and he was saying, look, I'm pro-abortion, I'm also pro-rape. I'm stronger. The girl I'm going to rape has no ability to defend herself.
I don't think you can compare rape and abortion.
Why? It's a stronger person taking advantage of a weaker person. It's the same thing.
I'll tell you why I trust
That person says, I have a choice to do it. I have a choice. It just so happens that rape's illegal because the men said it was illegal.
But if you compare rape and abortion, I mean,
Yeah, because you got a mom that's saying go in there and chop, because you know how they do it, right? They have to go in there with these instruments, crush the skull, pull the arms and legs off, and then they pull all the parts together and they lay it on a table like that, and they put all the parts back together again to make sure they didn't leave anything inside the mom. So the baby feels, you know, it has feelings. They just crush the head, pull the baby parts out. So it's a stronger person mutilating a weaker person. It's just that the person's inside the mother. So for some reason, that's okay. Like, it's not okay to own slaves.
if we compare rape and abortion again, I'm still on this. this right now. Both are invading the woman. Both are potentially hurting the woman. So,
Right.
like,
But who's killing the baby? The woman.
she's choosing to. Yes.
Right. And the rapist is choosing to rape the woman.
Yes, but I still don't.
Okay, well, you could say that with everything. Everything's a choice.
Right.
So,
So the thing is morality. Is it right or is it wrong? Should anybody be able to chop somebody else's head off? How about a mother? Can a mother? Should it be okay for a mother to chop off her baby at 5 years old, or 4 years old, or 3 years old, or 1 year old, or 6 months old, or 1 month old, or the day before it's born, or a month before it's born, or 2 months before it's born? Like, at what point is it okay to rip somebody's head off?
It's never okay. Like, I see what you're saying. It's never okay. But it's still the woman's choice. Like,
Right, that's just because men voted to give women that choice. What if these men gave other men the right to rape women? You know that you could beat your wife in America and not get in trouble for it, not get arrested? The cops would come and go, oh, domestic dispute, and walk away. And women couldn't even vote?
yeah, we know.
That's wrong, right? Like, men shouldn't decide who you can beat.
And men shouldn't decide if a woman can't have an abortion or not.
Why?
It's just what you're
their
saying.
choice. It's
They
their
should not
bodies.
have the right to
All right.
decide what women should do with their bodies.
So, all right, so can you kill me? Can you use your body to kill me?
Like huge comparisons, but they're unrealistic.
No, they are realistic
Okay.
because it's one person using their body to destroy another person.
Random, like chop off their heads. Like,
That's what an abortion is.
no, it's not. It's
Look at it.
no,
Look at it.
These pictures are stupid. I don't understand why you're forcing them. Like,
Because this is what you're talking about. You're saying that's not chopping a head off a baby?
I understand the images are gross and you don't want to see them, which is something that we shouldn't be here at high school showing these pictures. Like,
But you're arguing that it's okay to do this. So why is it wrong to show
okay
it?
for a woman to choose what she wants to do with her baby. I don't.
A 1-year-old? It's okay for a woman to choose what to do with their baby, even murder it if she wants to.
We're giving people the choice. Hey, think about this.
I just don't agree.
So you think it's okay? And that's okay. You could say, yes, I think it's okay for a woman to chop off the head of her baby.
No, that's not, like, when you say it like that, it sounds so awful.
But look,
I just think you're making...
woman chop the head off her baby. That's abortion. That's abortion.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And you don't want to see the truth because that's the truth. Is this a lie? Is this photoshopped?
No, I've done my research on abortion.
Right.
I know what abortion
You can go on YouTube and watch an abortion. You can watch them cut the baby up, pull the baby parts out, you know? So you don't like that they cut the heads off the babies and stuff.
No, I never said that. I just said I don't like your opinion.
Okay, but
Overall, I think it's their choice to...
right. But you don't like to say it's their choice to cut the heads off their own babies.
Yes, it is their choice to cut the heads off their own babies.
Right. But she doesn't want to say that because she doesn't.
No, I mean, like, you're just using that, and then you're connecting that to, like, chopping off someone's head, like, right now. Like,
Right. So if there's some people that it's okay to chop their heads off, why isn't it okay to chop the heads off other people?
It's always going to be like that. It's always
God,
going
I
to
have
be
a
okay
test
to
I
chop
need to go
someone's head
to.
off. That's just how the world is.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. Nobody should be able to vote whose head you can chop off and whose you can't.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
That's wrong.
Nobody should be able to tell you if you can't or cannot do that.
Nobody should be like. Right now, the law says that I can't chop off your head. So why can't we say nobody should chop off babies' heads?
I mean, that's
The law tells people what they can and can't do with their bodies all the
yeah,
time.
that's what laws do.
Right. So why is it okay for women to chop off the heads of their babies, but it's not okay for any other people group to chop off anybody else's head?
Because, I don't know, maybe the law respects a woman's body?
That's how.
What about, does it respect the baby?
No.
Why? Is it not human?
It is human, but again,
Yeah, that's because somebody murdered it. Murder is when somebody's innocent and you kill them.
are they always innocent and murdered though?
What?
Always innocent and murdered. The child is innocent, but you're talking about like everyone who's murdered is innocent.
Well, that's the definition of murder. That's murder. All right. Now, like if you were going to kill her and somebody intervened and killed you.
Into that, like that's not.
Well, no. We're talking about murder here. So if someone was going to kill you and somebody stood in and actually shot you, kept you from killing her, the person that shot you, that's not murder. That's
why isn't that murder?
because you were
I'm still innocent because I have not killed her yet.
No, but you were going to kill her.
Does that make me not innocent anymore?
No, it makes you guilty.
Am I corrupted?
Hey guys, that's justifiable homicide. It's not murder. There's a difference between.
So if someone killed me before I was going to kill, that's not murder still? Is that still not
No,
murder?
look up the definition. Words have meaning. So if you look up the definition of like murder, first degree, second degree murder.
Innocent person being killed, yes. But it would still be murder.
No, it's killing. There's a difference between killing and murder. Like if you look up the definition of the words, if you go to war and somebody's trying to kill your family, all right, and you defend yourself and you shoot somebody that's come and tried to attack your country, that's not murder. That's justifiable. All right, that is killing.
Abortion is justifiable.
How is it justified? What did the baby do? The baby is innocent. The baby's innocent. Murder is killing something that's innocent. Like if you didn't do anything wrong and he killed you, he would get charged with murder.
We're like grown people and
So you're an ageist. So you say, okay, people that are at a certain age you can kill, but people that are over that certain age have rights.
I think if
That's what they did with black people. They said black people don't have rights. White people have rights. So you can actually own slaves in Texas. You can murder them. You can rape them. You can split up their families. That was legal in Texas until the abolitionists, which I'm an abolitionist, came and opposed it. That's true. But you're hung up on definitions of words. Just go get a dictionary or Google words.
The definition of words.
Yeah, because you're saying murder is any killing, and that's not true. If you look up the definition of murder, it's not killing. Like when you kill a cow and eat it, it's not murder.
But it's living. It's an innocent
Right,
creature.
that's what I mean. That's why we use words, and there's definitions behind words, and you can look up the definition of words. So when we talk, we're all on the same page. But like, you don't get charged with murder when you have chicken for dinner, but you had to kill the chicken. But that's not murder. See? So you can't say, well, we kill chickens so we can kill humans. One's murder, one's not murder.
And we kill children to free
Right.
them of their responsibility.
That's murder.
But we don't get charged with murder.
That's because some men said it's okay to own black people, or some men said that it's okay to kill people that are inside the womb, or some men said it's okay to kill Jews like Hitler did. It was legal to kill Jews because some men said it was legal, that it was okay, that they're not human.
And right now, some men are saying it's
Right.
have an abortion.
Right, and I'm saying it's wrong that we should not kill anybody, that nobody should have, no people in power should ever say, here's the people that we can kill.
maybe you're basically saying that but it's the opposite now.
What's that?
You're saying that like the opposite. You're saying that since you are like a higher power, you're saying you're not allowed to kill your babies.
Right, I'm saying nobody should have the power or authority to say what people we can kill and what people we can't kill. We should be able to murder no people.
But you're doing that.
Said what you
Yeah.
By saying
You
that
said
nobody
Yeah.
should have the power, you're basically like saying
Well, no. We should have the power as a society to make laws, but they should be right laws and they should be just laws because we live in a republic. So everybody has certain rights.
It's not going to be like a certain law that everybody agrees with. It's never going to be
True.
like that.
Right. Everybody's not going to agree with it, but it's very dangerous when we say what people we can chop their heads off and what people we can't.
But you're saying we can't chop a baby's head off. And
Right.
You're saying it's not right to have that power to just.
No. What I'm saying is no law, the people in power should never say who we can murder and who we can't. That's what I'm saying. The power's there. We have the authority.
He's measuring your distance to the fire hydrant, just let you know.
It's okay.
Okay. Just want to let you know. He because he was to just walk in like, look, it's not for long.
Yeah, I might have to move. He's not worried about babies being killed, but if you park too close to a fire hydrant,
Sure, he knows, a thing about the First Amendment,
I probably have to move my car. Would you hold this for me while I go?
No.
Thanks, man. Hey, what was your name?
Daniel.
Daniel? I'm Todd. Hey, thanks, man. God bless you.
You can take him to court.
Is it too close to... Hey, good job, man. You know how hard it is to stand up in a culture that everybody thinks this is okay?
Yeah, it's sad to see kids like this.
What's that?
It's sad to see kids like this, like digging.
Yeah. Yeah.
You Christian?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, same.
All right. What was your name again?
Daniel.
Daniel, Todd, man. Yeah. My friend Matt and Mike here. So really it's all about the gospel.
Oh, that's good.
You know, because, like our talk, it always ends up going back to God.
Yeah.
You know, that we have value, we're important,
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
And so,
What drove you to do this? Teen pregnancy?
just, I did a lot of street evangelism, and the street evangelism led me to talking to, girls outside of Planned Parenthood. And then I noticed that they all just really didn't understand what was really happening, and they had been lied to,
Yeah, that's true.
So we just started exposing it and talking to churches and pastors. But they're like, well, it's too controversial. We don't want to deal with it, So about 5 years ago, we had one abolitionist society, and now we have like 150 throughout the United States and Canada, one in Australia now. So, but it's like the abolitionists, like William Lloyd Garrison, who helped end slavery in America. We're like Garrisonian abolitionists. It's all about God. Every man's created in the image of God,
Yeah, that's true.
and they deserve life, liberty.
Yeah, I think that's wrong too.
Yeah. You got one of these though, right?
No, I didn't get this.
Oh, cool. Hey, can I give you guys one of these? Thanks, man. Hey, thanks, man.
I wish you.
Thanks, ladies, for talking. I appreciate it.
Is it hard protesting?
What's that?
Is it hard to protest like this?
No, it's just once you get over the hump that people are going to yell at you and scream at you and spit on you and throw coffee on you, and but it's a good thing. Did you guys get one of these? Hey, it's the #1 cause of death in Texas. 1 out of 3 girls in their lifetime. You were very respectful up till that. I don't know why all of a sudden you have to get.
I don't know what's wrong with her.
Here, sir. Thanks, sir. So yeah, one out of 3 girls will have an abortion in their lifetime, and they have really been lied to, because it's not just a clump of cells. It really is a human being.